Good morning and welcome back. It is October 27th. This is episode 19 of the Independent Fiber Farmer. My name is Michelle, and you can find me on Instagram under Independent Fiber Farmer or on Facebook, Michelle Rom. I don't really go to the Facebook too much anymore. It's changing, and so am I. So, yeah, not so much. But I think I'm a little crooked here. Let me just try to. We're crooked today. It's good. I don't edit any of my videos, so if there's a mistake or a blooper, you're getting it. That being said, little disclosure, I've got a few rescue kittens roaming the house. They're not old enough to rehome yet. We rescued the mom who had them with her. So if my lights move, they're probably trying to climb up the cord. This is a perfect rescue home for them because there's yarn everywhere. There's 4 of them. They will be able to be rehomed later this is Friday. So this weekend, they are old enough. So we're going to start trying to find them a home. If you're interested in that story, I can cover more of it, but we rescue animals all the time. So that's who I am. They just followed me home. Okay, let's get into it. Well, that's not even in the picture. I am not the best. Can I move this without messing with my phone? You know what? I'll just move that closer. Move my wonky mannequin closer. Can you see it? It's done. It's okay. It's a sweater that I cannot pronounce, and I've even used Google. So, Saeros sweater. Okay, and I did show it to you. Okay, I wish I had those colors. I mean, I do, but just not enough to make a whole sweater. And this is my hand spun yarn, my 2-ply hand spun yarn. The bottom here is, beige. They call it a heathered beige Romney. And then this darker green here, this variegated darker green, is my Leicester long wool. Mixed with Tussa silk, I believe. And then this white here is just my plain 2-ply white wool from my miscellaneous bin. So it's many different sheep breeds thrown in there, and I spin it up. But that's what this is. My color work tension is getting better. It is. I didn't have to so aggressively block this one like my black and pink Icelandic sweater. See if I lose weight. I think I'll just aggressively block this. So it is getting better. And again, this is the medium. And this is a Saeros sweater. Let me see if I can't find the front of the book again. Yeah, I did. Because I put a sticky note on it. Because I'm running low on those sticky notes. That can be a catastrophe around here. But this is the sweater, or this is the book. It just says Loppy 33 in English, and there's the back. I ordered this off of eBay. It was used. I've done more damage to it than when I received it because I just throw it in my progress bags. But it's a Saeros sweater, and this is in the medium. With color work, I'm learning because, I just started knitting about 6 years ago, and spinning at the same time. So, I just jumped right in. I've always been a knitter, or I've always been a crafter and crochet and sew and quilt. But I just jumped right in. It was at a time where I needed to. So I'm learning. I love this sweater, and there is a picture of me wearing this sweater on Instagram under Independent Fiber Farmer. if you want to check that out. I think though, this part here, this and the sleeves and here fits fine. But because my color work here, I'm still too tight on my color work, I am going to remind myself to knit a tighter gauge on the body and a looser gauge on that, on the color work. Or I could just knit a large, and then I know it'll be plenty roomy enough. So there's that. Now with this, it's optional. This color work here could have been on the cuff, and then a little bit of the sleeve, and then the waistband, and a little bit up also. I don't have that kind of patience. I just don't. So there's your color work. I love it. I love it. I wore it to the Folk Fall Foliage Festival with pride. The only problem was it was windy and cold, and I had, oh, I'm shaking it. I had to wear a jacket, but I'd rather freeze and show it off. So I did have the jacket unbuttoned, trying to show off my stuff. That being said, it's done. It's blocked. I've already worn it. Definitely going to be a staple in my wardrobe. It's not even that difficult. I only did this in the evenings. Like I said, I mostly only knit in the evenings. Like from, I have pretty much routine. From like 7 to 10, that's my knitting. Occasionally I'll go past 10, or occasionally I'll start a little bit earlier. Like this winter when it gets dark, like at 4, I get a lot done. Then I will be moving my videos to once a week, because during winter there's just so much. So I don't think I have a timer on that. Oh, I do. I have a new light so that you can see me yay. So but it's got a glare on my glasses, and it's making it hard to see certain things. We'll work with it. Whatever. I'm pretty easygoing. So again, my Ceros, all done, all complete. Although I'm going to put a tag on it, because after you wear it for a little bit, you know how you always, like the right, the left, oh I gotta, okay, there's a few, there's a few mistakes. Who cares? It does tend to wear and adjust to your shoulders, and for women, the front, so I will put a tag on it and keep this the back, but it's the same. Don't look at my wonky mannequin. It's it works. So yeah, all done, and it is soft. I went with this. I was going to, remember I said I was going to do the gray, but when I started the gray, it did not, where the white is, I had gray, which was a darker gray, but it didn't pop enough. It just didn't. So I did switch it to the white. I know I forgot to mention that it was in my last video. I showed you the colors. This took me about a month. About a month to make. Now, if you count the yarn, the carding, the washing, I had to dye the green yarn. Okay, this probably took a couple months to make, but it is 100% handmade from yarn to sweater. I'm pretty dang proud of my sweater. So it's done. I wanted cast on all the things, because okay, we're currently having, you know what, we're done looking at the sweater. Oh hi, there you are. I've got Ranger Danger right here. I'm trying not to step on them. I want to cast on all the things. All the things. Yeah, brain fart. I forgot what I was talking about. So let's just go on to the next. Okay. Now in the last video, also, in episode 18, I had shown you, let me get the paper. Oh, I don't have it. It is a Silver Lake shirt. Okay. Silver Lake shirt. It's a sweater, and I told you it was a piecework. I'm not crazy about the piecework because I feel like I'm just not getting done fast enough. I do like the whole piece. So I do like that. But I will show you my progress because I started and I bought the yarn for it, so I'm going to do it. And I couldn't tell you what the yarn was last time, so I grabbed a skein. Excuse my stomach. I'm hungry. Is that back? That is backwards. Okay. Plymouth Yarn Galloway worsted color nep, and this is a wool blend knitting worsted weight. Now knitting the worsted weight is going faster that way. I mean, it really is, like 2-3 nights and I got a whole panel done. However, I need 4 of those panels, 2 for the front, 2 for the back, and then my sleeves. This is 90% wool, 10% polyester neps, 100 grams, 210 yards. Okay, now they are recommending US 8, a US 8, but I am currently using I think it's a 6mm, because my gauge is a little bit loose, so I had to go down. Okay, it's a lot loose. So, this is a US 4. Wow, that's like half. So, I like the way it looks. So, you know, I'm using a US 4, which is a 3.5mm. This is one of my progress, but I will show you. Sorry, Ranger. Dropped the yarn ball right on his head. Okay, so this is one of the front panels. Okay, you can see the decrease for the arm. This is one of the front panels. Can you see? It's dark brown with pretty little colors in it. Now I already did the back, and all the seams show on the outside, which is again a little bit different than what I'm used to. But like, I'm gonna finish this. I will finish this, and we will see. I don't like that it's in piecework, but I think, excuse the extra cat hair, we have a few. This is the back. It's not blocked or anything, but let's see if I can't get that close. You see that seam? Can you see the seam? Now it's a little bit pronounced. I think it's always going to be like that. I will try to block this, but see, it doesn't look tight. I must be a really loose knitter with the worsted weight. I noticed with the smaller yarns, like the sock weight and stuff, I hang on a little bit tighter, but see, it's not tight. So, yep, you just have to swatch and use the needle that gets you the gauge you want. Mine happens to be a really small needle, but I can very loosely do it while I watch TV, and this is my TV knitting right now. Okay, that's my work in progress. I have a lot of those. I don't want to drop this ball. Okay, and I did show these socks a while back, and my mother had said that I had not shown them in a while. I don't know why I hate working on them. They're gorgeous. I know when they're done, I'm going to wear these like all the time. And I'm doing 2 at a time, you know, but let me see if I can't. Do you see how pretty that is? I love that. And that is, I keep dropping the yarn on Ranger, excuse me. If you're still there, by the time I'm done, I will show you my poor puppy. So, this is, oh, that light. Lang BB color, super wash wool, okay? I'm looking for the color. Super wash, made in Italy. Number was kind of faded, 0027. Yeah, I don't see a color, but um, they come in a bag, and they're kind of like wound up in there. And I have a couple more of these, but I wanted to do a longer sock. Oh, I wanted to do longer, but I'm at the point now where I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I could kind of deal with that, and then start the foot area because like I said, I don't know why these are dragging. I absolutely love the color. Have you ever worked on something like that? You love the project. It's not hard. The yarn is very nice. Slides right on and off, but for some reason it's not working. so that, so I am trying. Look, just look how pretty that sock is. Ugh, I know. I'll get there. But that's how much I've done on both. So I think I'll just do, for the foot, I'll do the top in the 2x2 rib and the bottom in knitting, straight knitting. That's, I'm debating on whether to do a contrast toe and heel so I can see the yarn, or just do it all in the same color. So we'll see on that one. And if that wasn't enough, I can't show you all of my projects because we got like super cold last week. Enough to where we had to start the pellet stove, and the knitting mojo just kicked in. Like the knitting fever just ran rampant. And I cast on a few things. Okay. A little overwhelming. And I even got, I need a little pick-me-up. When I got the, cat quake. Cat quake, let me see if I can't get her off of the chair. Come here. Because I have my phone on a chair. I know, I'm so professional. This is one of my rescues. Say hi. Say hi, baby. There's 4 boys and 1 girl. And this is the girl. This is the girl, and she's very active. Can you say hi? I'm adorables. I'm so adorables. I'm not very adorables when I'm climbing up Mom's curtain, but you know. I'm such an, okay. The sheer curtains are a bit shredded, so I'll just buy more. Yeah, I'll just go get another set. I probably won't hang them up till they're gone, but you know. These are the ones that are going to be rehomed. Huh. And if she doesn't get a home and she stays here, she has to stay in. Because, you know, we let our cats come and go. Oh, look at her. Come and go. Hi, baby girl. We let our cats come and go to the door. Like their mother's house broke. She goes to the door to go to the bathroom and then comes in. She will not use a litter box. These are litter box trained. But we have 2 that are housebroke. They prefer to go. And they go to our barn and they keep the vermin in control. And that is their job. And because they do their job really well, you know, they get cans of tuna and kitty treats. You know, we reward them and they can come in and sleep as long as they want. They stay in here overnight when it's cold. So they're allowed to stay in. They go to the door when they have to go out, like our dogs, and they come right back in. But so we'll probably keep the mom because no one in the neighborhood wanted her and no one was fixing the problem. So she does have a date to be fixed. I know I got squirrely sidetracked by this cat thing, but it is one of my passions. So it is like I said, one of my passions. But we have her getting fixed. It's cling to the end of November. I know. So I let her out, but if we see like a stray male cat around here, I'm shooing him off. There's nothing else we can do. She will not use the litter box. So we told the vet, you know, that we need to get this. It's the neighborhood cat. Neighbor didn't want her anymore and he threw her out. And she just keeps having litters of kittens, and she was not doing well at all. So she can still be the neighborhood cat if she wants to be. Or she can be our cat. She'll be more than welcome in our home. But she's getting fixed. She's already had 2 litters in the matter of 6 months. 8 months. 8 months. So, it's time. Okay, I'm stopping. That is my passion. And it's not just cats. Apparently I like all animals. Like sheep and goats and horses and dogs and, okay, not the reptiles. Or like mice or rats. No. Anything else? Fair game. They're my stress reliever. They're what I do to feel better. So, and they get lots of love. Love. Okay. So I'm going through my stash. That almost fell off the needle. That is not good. I knit on these. I know 2 at a time. So let me try to get some of this. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get that untangled. That is way up there. Okay. Can you see them? I'll try to get one here. Unwind it. Okay, it goes like that. Can you see them? I don't know if I'm on camera. I'm trying to block my face so that you can see it and it focuses. Okay. This, the black and white is my Alpaca Leicester Long Wool Blend, 2-ply. And the pink is my Norwegian wool and I call it regular wool when it comes out of the bin, where I mix all the wool together. It's 100% wool, but the breeds, I keep select pieces out to do certain bats, and if it's white, it's not like curly or like a lamb's fleece. It all goes in this bin and it gets spun up all together. If you don't do that, you don't do that, but that's what I do. So I dyed this pink, and then the black alpaca and Leicester long wool for the socks. I did separate the balls. Okay, not evenly apparently, but I think there'll be enough. These are going to be like either boot socks, or I have more pink. I have plenty more pink because I'm running a little bit low. I think I'm going to do, these are going to be boot socks, by the way. Boot socks or slipper socks, super thick and warm. Okay, and it's not, I would not wear this next to the skin, but for socks it's fine. It's a very sturdy wool, very long wool wearing. I am going to do the toes and the heel in this pink also. So very girly. I'm hoping they'll be for me. If not, they'll go in the gift tote, which these would make great gifts. But I'm doing them 2 at a time, and I can't help but notice that I think this one is a little bit smaller than this one. So I think even my gauge on this one looks tighter. Can you tell? Okay, maybe not. It might just be me. But these are knitting up super fast. And I'm just going to keep going until I run out of black. Because see, they do stretch pretty far. What do I do? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I think I did 48. I cast on 48 or 50 stitches. So it's a pretty bulky weight. I'm going to show you the yarn. See? So it is pretty bulky. But yay! These are going to go with the Icelandic black sweater I did a few episodes back with the pink color work, is what I'll be wearing these with. So I'm really going to make sure that these fit me. But I'm trying to complete outfits and do neutral things. I know, I say that every time, and then someone's going to show me this awesome awesome sparkly color, something like, oh, I need that. And it will literally go with nothing but a pair of blue jeans. Oh, that's me. That's me. I have cast on a few more. I'm going to wait till next Friday to show you those, hoping I do some more work on it. You can tell what they are, but you can't really see the color work because it's so small. So, I have lots to show. Lots to show, 25 minutes. Really? Okay, now, I've been working on the same projects. I'm hoping to finish that Silver Lake sweater within another week. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Sorry, I need to take a drink. Some Earl Grey tea. I have a little bitty scratchy throat. I think my daughter may have brought something home. Kids, right? So, I've been spinning. I've been spinning a lot. I can spin and watch my podcast, my knitting podcast, or my historical podcast, because I am a history nerd. And there's lots of Christmas ones. Like I'm recapping on all my favorite knitting podcasts, Christmas Vlogmas episodes, because I can't wait for the new ones. Who doesn't get happy when they think about Christmas? Like I said, we had a funeral, and so I needed to keep my mind busy. So I did a lot of spinning, and I do spin quite a bit. So this here, my little bits of everything bats, I think I discussed this with you before. When I clean off the carder in between bats, I put in a pile. So it's whatever that bat goes in that pile. Long fibers and stuff that didn't come off when I pulled the bat off. So I clean the drums and I just save it. And I normally, when I get a huge pile, I just do some plain white wool, 100% white wool out of my bin, and I throw these colorful neps in, and it gives me some of the most wonderful yarns. But I use a lot of them to make pillows that I'll have to show you this Friday. I am knitting a round pillow out of my little bit of everything bats. Pillows, rugs, anything that is rustic. Now this is unusually soft for that because throwing the neps in, you never know what you're going to get. 228 yards. And it does have like a turquoise kind of color to it. And I would call this a bit of a worsted weight. But it's pretty nice. I'm thinking a vest, maybe. I'm thinking, okay, there's that one. And then this is another one of my little bits of everything, but it took on more of a gray tone. So I didn't want to mix it, because I normally grab like 2 or 3 bats so I can get a good quantity skein. This was a bit too gray to mix in, like you would notice it. So 146 yards. It is my little bits of everything. There's some white, different grays, blacks. You can see a little bit of yellows and oranges and greens. Yeah, so there is color in here. There's color. 146 yards, so I'm thinking if I throw another color in for a stripe, I can make a beanie with this. I think would be really nice. And this is single ply, by the way. This one here is 2-ply. But this is a single ply. Okay, I did want to try knitting with my single ply again. Just for me. And I will use I'll make that a really tight gauge. Here's another single ply that I had done. If I decide I don't like it, I can frog it and I can ply it still with something else. This is my little bits of everything, and there's 202 yards. And this had more of a cream and brown and orangey bits. And I didn't, you can just tell, even though I'm just throwing haphazardly, this pile of yarny scraps into the white wool that, what kind of matches and what doesn't. So this is another little bits of everything. Get my face out of there. Can you see the browns? And this is my single ply. This is another single ply. So I said if it doesn't work out, I can ply it with something. I don't stress about it. I just have fun with it. But I think as a cowl or a shawl, this would be great. It's more like a slightly thick and thin. Oh, look at this green. And I thought, it didn't even bleed that much color when I set the twist. So, which is great. It's going to stay this color. And this is my Leicester Lamb. And this is pretty sturdy. And it got softer when I set the twist. I was like, it's pretty scratchy, but it did get softer. And I think I'm going to use this in some kind of color work. And I think it will get softer. And this will be fine in the color work, like sweater or vest, as long as this one is not right next to the neck. So it'll have to be down a little bit on the color work, because I think it will be a tad bit on the scratchy side. But if you're wearing a color work sweater, you've got a t-shirt on under that, fine, it's fine. Look at this, beautiful. And this is 2-ply, if you can see it. Will it focus? It won't focus. Like green grass, but oh, it's beautiful. I can't wait. Don't cast on nothing else. I've got so many projects. So many. There's a huge pile here. Be patient. I'll get to my knitting stuff in the next episode. I'm going to finish off with this yarn. So if you're waiting for knitting, this is just to get me back in the swing of things. Next Friday I'll be doing another video. I say that, I promise. Yeah, I should be further along on some of those projects to show you, if not completed. So I have so much, I'm going to have to start doing this on a weekly basis for a minute, just to catch up. I'm watching this cat jump on my spinning wheel. My yarn that I'm plying is just twisting. You're so cute. Okay, 100% alpaca in the color of a dark fawn, 256. Because I know it doesn't hold shape. I could not resist. Look at this color. It is very, very neutral. Oh, so soft. This is definitely a hat or a cowl. I'm thinking a cowl because this is going to continue to stretch. So as a hat, I think it will lose shape after a while. So, ooh, yeah. I think a cowl would be best. Or a shawl. Striped in. So nice. So nice. All right. If you're still here, thank you. Thank you. Did I tell you thank you? I don't think I did. Thank you for watching and putting up with me. I know I'm a handful. But here's 252 yards of Romney, Angelina, bamboo, merino, and viscose. Okay, I did throw in some viscose because I was thinking, with what was in the Romney and the bamboo and merino, I needed something that would give it a little bit longer of a life. You could be a little rougher with it. 256 yards. But look. I don't know if you can, of course, you cannot see the sparkles. Of course you cannot. So it is like a creamy white with bits of turquoise And like the pure white, you see right, move this strap here. The pure white right here would be the bamboo, the white bamboo. But, oh, so soft. So soft. I love the color. This is Screaming Hat. And I'm hoping I gotta find a different color to go with this. Put a few stripes in of just the turquoise. I have some left down there because I would love to make a set of mittens matching. So I gotta stretch this with another color in order to have enough to do mittens. Or try to make the same. I don't know. I'm gonna find something that matches. Maybe just plain white. But yeah, I think that'd be great as a hat and mitten set. He is still down there. Okay, 316 yards of wool. And this is my single ply. Like I said, I got three that are single ply. I think I was trying to do, I'd seen, it's an Icelandic knit. It's a sweater. And there is color work in it, but they used natural tones. You know, the white, the brown, the gray, the blacks. And I really liked it. I noticed they were using single ply yarn. So I said, okay, I'll just spin up some single ply yarn and knit it on a tighter gauge so that it supports itself. Got fiber. I got fiber. There's a kid in there. 316 yards. It's very sturdy. It is not that scratchy. If you're wool sensitive though, this would be fine. I want to do a simple winter white slip over, pullover, sleeveless for like the long sleeve dress shirts. But I want it to come past the bum a little bit. So hide the faults, hide the faults. But this is my single ply. See, it is a bit thick and thin, and I was worried about that, and I looked, what is that Native Canadian sweater? They do sweaters up there with the color work that are just to die for. I cannot think of the word. But I am, one of my cast on projects, I am working on something. I will show you next time. But okay, I'm almost done. There's only like 4 more. I said I need a lot of wind down time, and like from 4 to 6:30 or 4 to 7 I spin, and then take my shower, and then from 7 to 10 I knit. So I'm trying to pace myself to get everything done. Okay, this is Cotswold Romney Angelina Mulberry Silk and Alpaca, 236 yards, and this is a 2-ply. And like I said, I don't normally do the black and stuff. I'm prone to doing the creams and the browns and blues. But being that I do have a gift tote, and I occasionally sell my handmade items as my side hustle. I don't know a crafter that doesn't have one, to earn a little bit extra from time to time. Look. Isn't that gorgeous? I know I'm biased. I'm biased because it's, you know, my yarn. You can't really see the... Oh, that's going to be so nice. And this is super soft. Like I said, Romney, my favorite. My favorite. It's soft. I love it. Oh yeah, you can... This could be right up on your neck. Be fine. So, there's that. I said I did a lot. Right. Almost done. Okay, now this is Icelandic. I did finish spinning up all my, or carding up, not spinning up, carding up all my black Icelandic, which I have not spun yet. And I still have, oh, my black and my dark gray. I still have my light gray Icelandic to card up. I have a whole crate full. I got 2 kittens in here now. I gotta hurry. But this is 88 yards of Icelandic, so it's not a whole lot. It's a single ply, and I would call this light worsted. This is slightly thick and thin, so light worsted, possibly a heavy DK sport. Let me see if I can't show you. Yeah. Don't look at my nails. I haven't painted them. Can you see? So it is it reminds me of stones. You know, with the gray and the brown and the white stones. But this is also single ply, and you can still, just holding it, and I have set the twist and wash this. And when I set the twist, I do very hot water. You can't stick your hands in. Very hot with just a dab of Dawn and fabric softener to soften the coarser wools. Let it soak for half an hour, squeeze it out, and fill the other sink up with ice cold water, and then give them a rinse. Shock them, and then, you know, squeeze them out and stretch the yarn and hang it over my, I use my banister. I hang them outside on my banister till they're done dripping, and then I'll bring them in and put them by the pellet stove to dry quickly on my little rack. That's what I do. But yeah, so I did this. This is a single ply. What is that? That's a single ply, and that's a single ply. So, okay. So one's a little darker than the other. I think that would make a very nice slip over to keep you super warm. Okay, and this is pink. I do have pink because I can't just make stuff I like. This is Lester Lamb, Icelandic Angelina, 380 yards. 380 yards of a single ply. So this is also going to be for a sweater. I do have family members. This is like a gray, a light gray, variegated pink. I'm trying to think. One ply. So yeah, this is going to be another Icelandic deal. Although, you know, if I was a weaver, stop it. Stop it. I'm on Instagram, and I seen this weaver making the most gorgeous scarves. And I want one. And then we went to Folk Fall Foliage Festival there in, I'll tell you, in Bedford. If you're in the area, it's the first and second weekend in October every year. This was the 59th annual Folk Fall Foliage Festival. It's a good sized festival. A lot of walking. You park at the fairgrounds, and they use the school buses to bus you in to prevent all that traffic. Plus, there's no parking. So we did that, and it's a good day out, and there's plenty of food, plenty of vendors. Practically every craft, but anyway, there's this vendor, and she made these, she hand wove some parkas, ponchos, parkas, scarves, and stuff, and she also knit, but I was looking at them a bit out of my price range. I'm not even going to lie, it was a bit out of my price range. There was a blue and white one, I think with gray, more like a plaid type of thing, and I think the popping color was a goldenrod yellow stripe through it, like a plaid. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, and I looked at the price tag. So, man, I wish I could weave. I have those colors. Stop it. Stop it. I simply can't do one more thing. But, okay, and this, does it look familiar? This is the last... I purchased the roving for this. I don't normally do that, but it was, what did I get? I got 560 yards, and this is my third skein this size. This only took 1 1/4 of these skeins. That's it. I thought it would take a whole lot more, but it took, I think I did this sweater in under 800 yards. And it's a medium. So, and I would call this a, I'd call this a worsted weight. Heather Beige Romney. So again, my favorite, and I did purchase the 2 balls. I did not do it myself. They're called Heather Beige. They look like gray. They very much like gray to me. I don't get the beige part, but that's, you know, that's what they're called. Oh, so there's enough here, and I have half a cake, more than half a cake. So I think I have enough to do a whole nother sweater if I want to choose a different color work for the neckline. Do you hear the cat? They're all proud of themselves because they learned to climb this week on everything. They're not secured to one room. They know where their litter box is, so it's fine. But yep, this plus the other. So I have enough to do even a vest, a knitted vest. And this is super soft. Super soft. Last one. Okay. This is 182 yards of wool alpaca tencel top. Okay, now the wool is my cocoa bean out there, and the alpaca is my PD. So this is brown. It's a dark brown. Black, because she's a black sheep, but with the sun bleaching, there are brown tops. A lot of people, you know, get rid of that. I love the natural. I love the natural. So I leave it on there. I don't care. So, and I think looks like I threw in some orange. Super soft. How much is there? 182. I am thinking that would make good mittens. I'm thinking. Or I'll pair it with something, make a sweater. Who knows? Look. That is my Petey, who is a medium brown alpaca. Oh, there, you see the colors. Yeah. See how the brown has different tones? And my PD is dark, or is a reddish brown. Dark brown. Medium. Alpaca. But I blended that with cocoa beans because her fiber is soft. But where the sun bleaching is can be a little bit coarse. So I blended with the alpaca to compensate. Yeah, you can't tell. You cannot tell. So it worked. But super soft. Oh, I got one climbing up my leg. This is the little boy. I don't know where you're Where are you going, buddy? Come here. Where are you going? Everything is a playground to them. They're like little toddlers right now. This is the little boy. He's got the brown nose. Say hi, buddy. And when he sleeps upside down, and he covers his eyes with his paws. It is so stinking adorable. It is so stinking adorable. He's like, let me down. I gotta get into something. There's so much to get into, huh? Yeah. Okay. He'll be back up. He always tries to come up. Ooh. They still have their blue eyes though. They've not. I'm helping you, buddy. Okay, there we go. You don't have to climb. They still have their blue eyes. Okay, 8 weeks old. Can you see? Can you see? They are starting to change a little bit. The mom has bright yellow eyes, big bright yellow eyes. But I thought they'd lose their blue eyes by now. Yeah. See, I do like to snuggle in the evenings, so. And I do like to take off with Mom's knitting project like I did yesterday and chew on her new 40-inch cord. Did you do that? Did you do that? Hmm? Give me kisses. Can you say hello? Say hi. They said we're hoping to rehome them, and that is not easy for me. Yeah, because this one looks like a Theodore to me. Oh no, don't name them. Don't name them. This is Theo. Hi, Theo. I know, cats. The odds of rehoming them is going to be pretty tough. I know, buddy. I love to give kisses. I love to give. I'm a lover. You said I like to snuggle. I like to snuggle. Okay, go get into trouble, little one. That's Theo. So he'll probably be right back up. Okay, that's enough of me. I said you can find me on Instagram under Independent Fiber Farmer. You can find me on Facebook under Michelle Rom. Although, to be honest, I haven't posted too much there lately. It's changing, and so am I. Or on YouTube, you can find me, of course, Independent Fiber Farmer Michelle Rom. This is episode 19. I should be putting another one out next Friday with some more projects that are in progress. If you're still here, thank you for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love talking crafts. Let me know what you want to know about or what you're working on right now, because this is sweater weather. I'm just saying. So until next time, happy knitting!